Pioneers still scratching their head, trying to make things work. It's been a rough outing for the Pios. As again, Natalie Severino-Cronier going back to work here. Looks in, the line, the pitch, in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to the number 9 batter. As Cronier trying to work his way through an inning. No outs as of yet. Runner standing on first. Cronier delivers, cut on and fouled away. Another opportunity to remind you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. I want to thank everybody once again sticking with us on Mixler.com, and it appears we're finally live on YouTube. So a big welcome to all of our great fans back in Elmira, as well as our fans here in Geneva, as we're doing double duty here tonight. This one fouled away yet again. Count remains 0-2. So Pioneers trying to keep it going. Would love to find a way to get back into this game. Down 2-0 here early in the bottom of the second inning. Geneva scored both runs in the first, and the first batter in the second inning is standing on first base. So not the way the Pioneers were hoping to get this one started. As again, it appears we do have YouTube Live working for the moment. Cut on and fouled away again, so the 0-2 count remains. As again, Moskowitz sets back up behind the bench, or behind the plate. Looking in is Natalie Severino-Cronier. That one was around 0-1 earlier on here tonight. As the Pioneers trying to deal with the leadoff hitter. Ross has given him some trouble in the past. We'll be looking for a ground out here. A hard one to get. One popped up, heading back, and the umpire in the way. It doesn't matter. That will pop back all the way up and into the broadcast area. Moscow tried to pull through the umpire to get over to that, but just was unable to get there. As again, Pioneers going back to work here. 0-1 now. Want to be expected as the first and third baseman standing in the infield grass. Severino, second runner, second, throws high, and Moskowitz pops right up. As again, connection issues. As the line and the pitch, the bunt again pulled back to 1 strike. So the Pioneers certainly working themselves into trouble here. Runners on first and second. Rainy Rojas. 2-1 count. Back set. Looking at both pitchers now where Cronier gets set. Throws in again. Bunches down. Cronier goes scoop the ball. Throws over first and gets. Looking to argue there. He's saying, and that'll bring Matt Birch out of the dugout to have the conversation. So, Birch is not happy with the call. He felt that the tag was made by Harmon. Harmon certainly felt he made the tag. And again, wants to have a conversation about this with the home plate umpire as well. So, 2-0 lead for Geneva. Nobody out as of the moment. We'll see what the conclusion of the discussion will be. Right now, Geneva has bases loaded with Trey Younger coming up to bat. As again, Matt Birch and Chief away, waiting for the conclusion of the discussion. I want to thank everybody for tuning in yet again on both YouTube and Mixler.com. As the runners are going to stay put, the conversation with now the Geneva manager from the middle umpire. So everybody's safe. Bases are juiced. And Natalie Severino-Cronier certainly going to have a jam to work out up here. See what Trey Younger can do. Younger is 1 for 1 on the day.
Now batting the shortstop, number 20, Trey Younger.
Different scenario now, as the Pioneers have 1 out. The Rojas goes 0 for 2, but did move the runner on as Younger now has runners at second and third. Runners at second and third. The pitch grounded right through the second and third, shortstop and third baseman. This may score two again, and it's going to. As Younger hits a single for 2 RBI. So 2 for 2 on the day. As the 2 RBI for Younger. Shortstop wasted no time there. Didn't let anything get going for Naftali Severino Pernier, and now stands on first base for the second time tonight. So this will bring up Brandon Cooper. Cooper, the left fielder. Only one out for the Pioneers. This one grounded again between the shortstop and the third baseman. Younger round second, but he's going to pull up there. So Cooper goes 1 for 2. And that'll bring up Trevor Rogers. Rogers, the first baseman, who's been beyond effective against the Pioneers, as Cronier will now get a visit from his catcher, Bryce Moskowitz. Trying to check down, see if anybody's warming in the bullpen. It appears there's some people milling around down there. We'll see if the leash for Severino.
Now batting for the Red Wings, the baseman number 35, Trevor Rogers.
Not Birch allows to go here. So this brings up Rogers. Rogers no official at bats yet. A hit by pitch in his first appearance, as he's got runners on first and second base. Rogers looking out. Grenier comes set, delivers in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Geneva leading 4-0 now after scoring 2 runs here in the first inning, 2 runs in the second inning for the 4-0 lead on 6 hits already. They've really tapped Cronier pretty hard. As again, Rogers stepping back up. Runner checked at second. The line, the pitch, cut on and missed. So no balls, 2 strikes. As Cronier has to go right back to work. So another opportunity here for Trevor Rogers. He's been absolutely brutal against the Pioneers here this season. Hit a home run back a couple games ago. That one came right back and knocking down the camera. So that one came right into the kitchen. For all of you fans listening on the tuning live on YouTube, that one outside, throwing back down to second, and the tag is no, the ball gets through, and the runner's going to advance to second and third. So nobody able to get over the Elmira Pioneers. And now again, issues out there on the base pass. We've seen it time and time again. Says Geneva, we appreciate you guys listening in and hope you're enjoying the game. The pitch from Cronier, high and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Up in lead right now. 6 hits in their first 2 innings so far. Only 1 out made thus far by the Elmira Pioneers as the Geneva Red Wings continue to build up the score. 4-0. The Pioneers have not even threatened at this point. So as once again Trevor Rogers steps back in. Open base at first. The entire infield pinched in that preventative defensive formation. The line, the pitch, outside again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another full count. As it's been a rough go of it for the Pioneers at this point. As again, Naftali Severino Pernier going back to work, trying to work his way out of 2 complete innings as he walks Rogers. And so Rogers continues to not have an official at bat. He's been hit by a pitch and walked as Cross Grundy heads up 0 for 1, the designated hitter.
Now batting for the Red Wings, the DH number 23, Cross Grundy.
So Grundy steps in, and the Pioneers will go back to work. Now the force at any base is on, so that drives the second and shortstop back a little bit. The line, the pitch, in there for a strike on Grundy. As still looking down, we see some warming up down in the Pioneers bullpen. Appears to be number 24, which is pitcher Alex Bardo. So Bardo might be coming into this game here sooner rather than later. Big swing and a miss there on strike number 2 by Severino Pernier. I like Severino coming back out here. He looks in as Grundy trying to just get something out of the infield would basically score another run and give the Red Wings a 5-0 lead. Wind up in the pitch, cut on through the infield, and there's 5. 6 is coming around to score as well. And he's going to make it without any trouble. So 6-0 lead for the Geneva Red Wings as the Elmira Pioneers continue to struggle. And here comes Matt Birch. You have to assume this will be the end of the night for Neftali Severino Premier. A rough one here as Cronier surrenders the ball as a talk with head coach Matt Birch. And as I said, I have to believe that'll do it on the day for Neftali as he will head out. And that will bring out the Cortland pitcher Alex Bardo. Numbers on Bardo this season, 556. He's appeared in 5 games, 11 strikeouts. So, Bardo comes right back out. Matt Bardo going to get himself stretched out. So, Bardo coming set and winding and delivering to home plate. Moskowitz working yet again. The Pioneers certainly been struggling here against this team from Geneva. Geneva has really had their number all season long. Hope to see what they can do. There's the pitch here again. Bardo having to warm up quickly as we talked about Mazur having to do the same thing. He came in the top half of the second. Certainly was a
ladies and gentlemen, now on the mound for the Elmira Pioneers. From SUNY Cortland, number 24, Alex Bardo.
Same success as he will go through the lineup yet again. Ross Grundy did drive in 2 runs himself, earning 2 RBIs. 2 RBIs seems to be also has 2. Trevor will come in now, and he's going to be the first man to face Alex Bardo. So again, more conversation here as the umpire steps back in.
Now batting the right fielder, number 24, Harrison Treble.
He looks out. Bardo having to come in, working out of the stretch here with 1 out. The windup and the pitch, cut on and fouled away. Reminder, you should make the right decision. Choose Gerber, collision, and auto glass. As once again, Bardo will go back to work. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bardo comes back set. Checks the runner at second, winds and delivers. In there for a strike, right down the heart. Bardo certainly had some movement on that one. As again, Alex Bardo stepping right back up. He looks in, checks the runner back at second, and delivers 1 more time. Cut on, and this one's going towards left field. That one's going to be foul. So, no balls, 2 strike count, as that will bring Harrison Treble back to home plate. That was a long run for Mejia. He was not able to get anywhere close to it. As again, the Pioneers have struggled here early on in the first 2 innings of the game. 6-0 lead right now for the Geneva Red Wings. As again, these 2 teams will face each other 3 times over the next 3 days. That one swung on and hit back towards the backstop. So the count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Doubleheader on Sunday as these 2 teams face off at historic Dunn Field. Bardo looking in. Comes back set, checking the runner at second. He winds and delivers, and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2-1 the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out as the Pioneers trying to find their way out of this second inning of work. Alex Bardo in relief of Neftali Severino Cronier. The wind and the pitch. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out as Bardo continues to try to work. Had a couple of really good pitches to start off the at-bat, but now has worked it back 2-2. The windup from Bardo. And low and in the dirt again, 3 balls, 2 strikes. We talked about it earlier. Moskowitz is widely praised as a great defensive catcher, managing to keep things in front of him. Don't see a lot of balls make it to the backstop. As Bardo now 3-2. See what he can do here. Bardo comes back set. He winds and delivers. Cut on. Over the head of the second baseman. This may score another couple runs as it hits off the wall. And again, Geneva is going to tally another run. As that would be a double, driving in just one this time. As Trevor goes 2 for 2. Now has a double on his ledger and a third RBI. Pioneers now trail 8-0. As we look up at the board. I don't believe that's accurate. 7-0. There we go. There's the fix. As that will bring up.
Now batting for Geneva, the third baseman, number 14, Daniel Sperling.
As Sperling heads up to the dish. Pioneers really struggling here early. Those pitches cut on. Hit out there towards the left fielder. Mejia's going to have an easy time with that one. Makes the grab, throws into home, and it gets all the way to Moskowitz, but not in time. As another run will be batted in. Sperling goes over. Well, he stays up for 1 on the sac fly for an RBI. So, excuse me. That'll be
now batting the catcher, number 8, Josh Lester.
Of the Geneva Red Wings. Red Wings really putting a hurting on the Pioneers pitching staff here so far. Brings up John Lester, the catcher. The line of the pitch cut on foul back and off the roof. In towards the stands to the right hand side of me here. No balls, 1 strike. As Bardo heads back out to the mound. Bardo looks in. Runner stands on second base now. Line, the pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bardo just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. So, Geneva has tallied 6 runs here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch, cut on, hit out towards left, and that's going to get down fair. That's going to score a 9th run here. And that ball bounces all the way to the wall. And that would be another double for the Geneva Red Wings. Lester goes 2 for 2 with a double, and now he's added an RBI to his line score. And that'll bring up Brennan Chisholm.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Brennan Chisholm.
Chisholm comes up. 7 runs here in the bottom of the second inning for the Geneva Red Wings. 9 hits, 9 runs reads the line score, and the Pioneers have just not been able to shut it down. The windup, the pitch, in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. There's a runner out there on second base as John Lester doubled down the left field line. The windup and the pitch. Cut on and fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count as the Pioneers trying to get the final out of this inning. Geneva has certainly put a hurt onto the Pios thus far. 9-0 here in the bottom of the second. As the windup and pitch from Bardo, cut on, grounded towards the shortstop, scooped up and thrown over to first, not in time. As safe again, the Ameri Pioneers just unable to come up with an answer here for the Geneva Red Wings, and that'll bring up Rainy Rojas. Rojas, 0 for 2.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Rainy Rojas.
In the lineup to not reach base. So we'll see what Rojas can do here as he faces Alex Bardo for the first time. The windup and the pitch from Bardo is low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. As the Pioneers now have a 9-0 deficit. Geneva's stat line, 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Elmira's stat line, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. As the pitch comes in, Rojas fouls it back towards the stands to my right. So, Rojas stepping back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. As the Pioneers trying to mercifully end the second inning. The line pitch is in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bardo continues to work here. Bardo comes back set on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Tioga down, showdown. As again, we remind you, check out Tioga Down's brand new resort hotel. Not just your favorite place to stay anymore, but now your favorite place to stay. The windup, the pitch, cut on, and fouled back. And that will be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs one more time. Rojas has been 0 for 2 on the night. See if the Pioneers can keep him there. As it has been a struggle to try to make it through the inning here. Rojas setting back up again. The windup and the pitch. Cut on, grounded towards the shortstop, picked back. No, it's bobbled, and again, trouble for the Pioneers in the field. Another error, and Rojas will reach as the Pioneers still trail, now 10-0. I'm going to turn it back over to our friends at Geneva, to your normal broadcaster. Just 1 moment. As we stay with you here on Mixler.com and YouTube Live. The Pioneers.
Now batting the shortstop, number 20, Trey Younger.
Since the nothing lead, Pios Geneva is taking strike 1 there. As again, Trey Younger, 2 for 2 on the night. Rojas reaches on an error, so he'll stay 0 for 3, but the Pioneers really have struggled here in the first 2 innings. That one fouled back. So no balls, 2 strikes. Trying to change up the approach to Trey Younger, who's hit well so far, 2 for 2 on the night, including 2 RBIs. And the Pioneers have got to find a way to put him back on the bench and get back into the batter's box. They trailed 10-0 here. Cut on, popped up, and this one's playable, and that will do it for the second inning of work. 8 runs come across. The Pioneers now trail 10-0 going to the top of the third. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixler.com.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
Yep. Wow. That's too volume off.
Fans, get up to raffle tickets for the Kangaroo giveaway. We're going to read off 3 numbers for our winners. Right now, again, your tickets for the Kangaroo raffle. Our first winner is number 570268. Again, our first winner, 570268. Our second winner, 570266. Again, our second winner, 570266. And our third winner, 570255. 570255. Again, those are the 3 winners from tonight's Kangaroo raffle. You can claim your prize at customer service.
Yeah, he was grabbing at his arm. So Mazer came in.
If you're looking for a propane company large enough to ensure reliability, comfort, and safety, yet small enough to provide unparalleled service, then check out Phelps Sun Gas, located in Geneva, Kennedy, Waukegan, and Moravian. Again, Phelps Sun Gas, located in Geneva, Kennedy, Waukegan, and Moravian.
All right, and with that, we are back live here as Mazer will go out for his second inning of work. A rough outing again for Alex Bardo. That'll bring up Jeff Mejia to start things off.
Leading off for Elmira, number 10, Jeff Mejia.
We'll try to be proactive here. The Pioneers desperately need base runners. It's only the 3rd inning of the game, but the Pioneers already down 10-0. That one high and outside. 1-0. You wonder about the effect. Obviously, you like to get the lead if you're Geneva, but the Pioneers have really sat that pitcher Mazer for quite a bit. He throws, puts in a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. As again, Mejia leading off. Has been somewhat successful here. As we'll see what he can do. Mazer winds and delivers. Cut on by Mejia. That one's going to get out to left field and
diving effort, and it's not going to.
And no, they're going to say he didn't catch the ball. So Mejia stands on first. And the umpire is saying that he is safe at first base. And arguing the ball. The man out towards the field the most, the man standing at first base, he might not have had a much better look. And he is going there with the first hit of his night. As again, that'll bring up Andrew Sexton. Sexton 0 for 1 on the night. Now does have a runner on base. So the Pioneers will be.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 33, Andrew Sexton.
3 runners around. They certainly got to chip away at a 10-0 lead. Pioneers have struggled here so far tonight, and we hope everybody has tuned in and is able to stay with us thus far. We did have some connection issues to start off the broadcast, and we do apologize for that. The windup and the pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 to count here as Sexton goes back to work. Sexton coming back in. We know the numbers on Sexton have been roughly positive, but he's got to find a way to get something going here because the Pioneers are in dire straits. You can chip away at it throughout the course of the game, but you've got to get something going when you have opportunities. And Sexton swings and misses there for no balls, 2 strikes. As Sexton heads back towards the plate. See what the Pioneers choose to do in the bottom half of the third. It's going to be a tough call for them as they've got a long stretch of games ahead of them. No real days off until Monday. And a doubleheader on Sunday against these same Red Wings. The pitch grounded towards first base, scooped up, thrown over to second, and the fielder's choice will allow Sexton to reach. So he goes 0 for 2 on the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Brody Moore. Moore's second at bat as a member of the Pioneers. He walked in his first at bat. We'll see what he does.
Now batting number 13, Brody Moore.
Heads right back out for the dish. Runner stands at first, and that's Andrew Sexton after reaching on the fielder's choice. So we'll see as Moore trying to work something through and get the Pioneers spark going. They've really had a great winning streak running here. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. We remind you the Pioneers are home again for the first time in quite a while. It's been a long 4-game road trip here for the Pioneers. They'll be back at home tomorrow night for Ross Park Zoo night. Off and running Sexton, that one high and inside. Sexton going to make it there standing. So stolen base for Andrew Sexton. Brody Moore out there, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As we remind you, great place not only to play, but also to eat. Fantastic buffet out there, especially on Thursdays. Make sure you head down for the seafood buffet. All you can eat at Tioga Downs. So the windup and the pitch. Cut on and popped up here by Brody Moore. Back towards right field, and the catch will be made easily. So Moore's first official at bat goes 0 for 1. And that will keep the runner standing on second base as Preston Moore hits to the plate. So
now batting number 27, Preston Moore.
As Preston Moore heads out to the dish. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. As Moore talked about it a little bit earlier, because Moore continues to have this situation, scoring position and 2 out. Brody Moore, looking at the wrong stat line, that'll screw up my conversation. As first pitch is in there for a strike right down the heart. Scoring position is 2 outs. Preston Moore is 3 for 10. So he has hit well with men in scoring position, has 4 RBIs so far in that situation. Windup and pitch is in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. So Preston Moore battling, trying to get something going here for the Pioneers as he is a runner in scoring position. The windup is in there for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moore able to hold up on that one. Thought about swinging. As the strike counts have worked against the Pioneers to this point here in the top of the 3rd inning. Lyra looking out. Moore waiting on his next pitch. Coming back set. The wind and pitch is in. Cut on there by Preston Moore. That was fouled over towards the dugout and will be sent back out. 1 ball, 2 strike count stands. There's still 2 outs as Elmira trying to put a crooked number up on the board for the first time. 2 innings. The Geneva Red Wings pitching staff has really done a job on the Pioneers. Coming back set. Waits. Pitch is cut on and hit right back towards the pitcher's mound. Fastball running over. And the play will be made easily. And the Pioneers trail 10-0 after 2.5. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixler.com.
Fans, be sure to visit the concession stand where you'll find cold Pepsi drinks, hot dogs, and hamburgers, French fries, nachos, and cheese, and more. Head to the concession stand now and then swing by the team store and pick up your favorite Red Wings souvenirs. Everything you need for your favorite Red Wings fan.
I usually do what you do, keep track, but today, since I was over there, I can't keep track of that practice. No, thank you very much.
No problem. Hopefully nobody complains too much.
Yeah. Usually they play more than there again. Both the camera, the angle of the sun.
Yeah.
It's usually terrible when people complain.
Oh, yeah. Know all about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. So Alex Bardo going to remain pitching out there.
Leading off for Geneva, the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Cooper.
Head back up to the dish for the Geneva Red Wings. The Pioneers desperately looking to put up a 0 on the board as that one is inside 1-0. Bardo coming in a pretty close shave there on the first pitch of the bottom of the third. Line up the pitch again in there for a strike. Bardo finds the strike zone yet again. Pioneers trailing a little bit here, 10-0 Not a situation they've been in too many times this year. That one's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 count, nobody out as the Pioneers try to find their way through an inning where they don't have as much trouble. I'll tell you what, this has been a rough start. That one is swung on and missed for strike 3 as Bardo earns a strikeout right there to start off an inning. So
Now batting the first baseman, number 35, Trevor Rogers.
So Alex Bardo, the SUNY Portland kid, will now get a chance to face Trevor Rogers as Cooper goes down 1-for-3 with a strikeout. Rogers, no official at bats, hit by a pitch and walked in his 2 previous appearances. See what Bardo can do with him here. As I mentioned a few times, Trevor Rogers has had a lot of success, not only against the Pioneers, but with everyone. 364 batting average as he takes strike number 1. Rogers didn't like that one. Lights are on now here at McDonough Park as Elmira trying to work their way through the bottom half of the third inning. The windup and the pitch cut on and missed 0-2 as Alex Bardo owning this inning and really trying to take control of it. Going to put up the first 0 for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the third. As again, Bardo comes back, winds, and delivers in there. And that buckled some knees as the Pioneers thought they had a strikeout there. Good frame job by the catcher, not able to get it quite framed up enough. Moskowitz wanted that one, though. As now Bardo rocks and comes back set again. The pitch in there, right out there. Right field, and that would be the first base hit of the night for Trevor Rogers. He joins the club as, again, Geneva has really done a number on Pioneers pitching. Have to assume somebody's going to get work.
Now batting the DH, number 23, Cross Grundy.
8 runs in the second, 2 runs in the first, and now after 1 quick out, the Pioneers hoping to be able to work their way through this bottom of the third. 11 hits so far for Geneva. And it's the windup and the pitch. Cut on and missed 0-1 the count. So Grundy, 1 for 2 on the day, does have 2 RBIs. As Grundy steps back in. Looking out at Bardo. As Bardo trying to work his way through. Throws inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As Bardo will go back to work. Bardo checking runner over at first. Not much of a lead over there. Maybe just a step off the bag. That one's thrown in there for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 count, 1 out as the Pioneers continue to try to find ways to be effective. The pitching staff has not had much luck here tonight. So the lineup and the pitch. Low and away, 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1 count here, still 1 out. As Grundy
Second hit.
trying to reach base for the second time here tonight. And again, 3 times through the order as Elmira
3-1 pitch.
delivers. Cut on and missed, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another full count. As we've seen quite a few of them already here tonight, Pios fans. So, coming back in. Bardo stepping back on the rubber. He looks in, waiting. As again, Grundy, the designated hitter tonight, waiting. The pitch is in there and strikes out Grundy. Grundy began to walk down to first base. He is not happy about that.